or by a order which just declares. If you're claiming res judicata, you'll also have to show that the earlier matter was decided.
It was a
And decided is
recent decision.
concept under the law, which
Yes.
requires certain ingredients to be contained in order to call a order to be a decided order. Was it decided or it was simply declared?
It was
Simply.
my limited understanding of law, what I understood.
What is decision? Then you argue on that.
Is decided.
Then you argue what is a decision.
It has to be a reasoned decision, Lordship. There has to be a reason because he has exhibited documents.
See, most of the orders we find,
Yes, Lordship.
X has produced this document, he has produced rendered this evidence.
Yes.
In my opinion, he is a citizen. So this is an individual view of that person, the judge.
Yes, Lordship.
It's not a decision. Decision is X material produced indicates this, Y material produced
Yes,
indicates
that is
this,
being
and
explained. That is being
no,
explained.
but you have to arrive at your satisfaction. That is a decision.
Yes, Lordship.
But
May
in
I
most of the
just quote,
cases, we find the decision is not there. Only the conclusion is there.
Lordship.
And res judicata,
Yes, Lordship.
even the language of the statute is between the same parties and decided.
Yes, Lordship. It has.
So
to be
this is where we are having difficulty.
Otherwise, few documents which he has exhibited, like school documents, that were not proved, Lordship. Even the land documents were not proved by calling the authorities,
So
Lordship.
which is your best evidence to discharge your burden under Section 9?
My mother's evidence, Lordship.
Mother. Where is it?
Page 44, Lordship. Yes, I'll send you.
No, it is Where is the earlier decision?
Yes, Lordship. Earlier
Page
decision
number.
of the petitioner is at page 56, Lordship.
56.
Yes, Lordship. And mother's decision is at page 60.
Madam Verma, come to page 59. Rightly or wrongly, something is decided. Maybe little inadequate, but it is decided, it appears.
69.
Ah, Come to
59.
page 58. From the evidence available, it is seen that Prosidi is the son of Mofizuddin. And his name appeared in the voter list of 75. Grandmother's name appeared in the voter list 65 and so and so. Also seen father list appeared in the sale deed which was executed in the year 1970. So the father is a citizen. And the name already proceeded enlisted in the voter, but no other voter list. However, copy of the executed 90 reveals that the name of Mofizuddin and periodic pata issued, and it also reveals the name of Mofizuddin, son of Kader Khan. Thus, it is apparent that the proceedee has been able to establish his link. It's a reason, it's a decision.
Lordship, I have only one submission, that is.
No, if it is a decision, second proceeding is not maintainable in law.
Yes, that is correct.
Whatever may have happened, the second will not be maintainable.
That Lordship is correct.
And if you come to page 22, in the second one, the only reason for rejecting it is not possible to ascertain that the person named as Mofizuddin, son of Kader Khan, in the periodic pata of 667, is the same person as Mofizuddin in the voter list of 75. This is, once this burden is discharged, it is for the state to contradict it and not for the tribunal to just take its own view. Or the tribunal could, if the tribunal is unable to decide, that doesn't mean the burden is not discharged. That means tribunal needs more material. Tribunal ought to have call material from the other side. That what do you say on this? Or find out.
Lordship may remand it back to the.
No remand, we set aside the second one.
Principle
I
of
think,
health rights and Lordship. will
Supreme
go
Court
ahead.
held it is applicable, and this is a clear decision. It may be a wrong decision, but it is a decision. If it is wrong
Lordship,
decision,
the
if it is wrong decision, it
the-
is the prerogative of the state to appeal against it.
petitioner is relying on his mother is relying on her father-in-law and mother,
Who-
and nobody is there. They
Madam
are
Verma,
on
we-
papers.
We
Lordship.
understand everything, but under which jurisdiction will you look into it?
No, that is it. And the mother and the
No, that
son's
is
name
it.
appear only in 2010.
that's the-
After that, everything is.
Madam Verma, that's a first hurdle. Under which jurisdiction will you look into this objection now?
Section 9, Lordship, because they have to discharge their burden. They have discharged from 2010. 2010, the mother and the son's name comes together.
No. Tribunal says that tribunal cannot come to a conclusion that the two Mofizuddins
Are one and the same.
are one
person.
and the same.
That is what I also feel,
Ah,
because the
if-
grandfather.
Madam Verma, if you tribunal is unable to decide, it is for the tribunal to collect more material to decide.
Or Lordship may remand it back on the.
Remand on which second proceeding? It is
The
not
second
maintainable.
is not maintainable.
Then how can you
Lordship.
remand it back?
So the first one stands.
First one.
Lordship may
I
pass.
think that's the only way out.
appropriate orders. Yes, Lordship.
And second one, we have read it, the first one. It's a reasoned order. Maybe there is scope to appeal against this order, but it is reasoned.
It is mixed. It is view, in my view also, and it has a reasoning
It
also
has a reason.
at some places,
Hmm.
Lordship.
Especially the concluding paragraph, they give all the reason. Last paragraph, page 58. Heard MSB Ghosh, Land Counsel for the petitioner, also heard the petitioner Nazrul Haq, alias Nazrul, had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal number
Number 2, Kamrup
number
Metro.
2, Kamrup Metro, for rendering an opinion as to whether he is a person who entered the state of Assam after 25/3/1971, resulting in registration of FT case number 344/2017. Full stop. An opinion dated 26/11/2018 had been rendered by the tribunal declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. The foreigner, the tribunal in its being agreed with prepared, the tribunal in its order dated, opinion dated 26/11/2018, in its conclusion, held as extracted, is 22 for our Dilibo. Page 23, mark kora ase. A reading of the afore extracted portion of the order of opinion of the tribunal makes it discernible that the petitioner had discharged the burden under section 9 of the Foreigners Act 1946 to the extent that he has placed material in the form of a Khiraz periodic patta, which contains the name of Mafizuddin, son of Kader Khan, where the patta was issued on 1/4/1967, meaning thereby that the Mafizuddin, son of Kader Khan, was a person who existed in the state of Assam as on the said date. The petitioner also relied upon a voters list of 1975 of Berhampur LSC, which contained the name of Mafizuddin, son of Kader Khan. But the tribunal, for some reason, could not ascertain that the Mafizuddin of the periodic patta and the Mafizuddin on the voters list are one and the same. Full stop. The tribunal thereafter proceeds to hold that to prove citizenship of a person, continuous existence is an essential ingredient. Stop. If the petitioner had discharged the burden of producing materials in the form of a periodic patta of the year 1967 and also a voters list of the year 1975 containing the name of Mafizuddin, son of Kader Khan, prima facie, it cannot be said that the petitioner had not discharged the burden under section 9. If the tribunal had any further doubt, it was for the tribunal to call further materials from the state authorities to ascertain if the two persons, both being Mafizuddin, son of Kader Khan, are not the same person. Be that as it may, the petitioner was also earlier referred to the Foreigners Tribunal number 9 Nagaon in FT case 06/2016 for rendering opinion as to whether he's a person who entered the state of Assam on or after 25/3/1971. An opinion dated 10/4/2017 was rendered, declaring the petitioner to be a citizen. The tribunal, in its opinion, arrived at its conclusion as extracted. From the afore extracted conclusion arrived at by tribunal, it is seen that the tribunal had decided the issue that the petitioner is a citizen of India by accepting the voters list of 1975 of Berhampur LSC, which contains the name of Mafizuddin, and further that the name of the grandfather appeared in the voters list of 1965 and 1970 of 90 Koliabor LSC. And further, that the name of the father of the petitioner appeared in the sale deed, which was executed in the year 1970. Full stop. A reading of the extracted conclusion arrived at by the tribunal in its earlier opinion dated 10/4/2017. It cannot be said that no decision was rendered, although for the respondent authorities, there may remain a scope to argue that the decision was incorrect. Full stop. The principles of res judicata requires two preconditions to be satisfied. That is, it must be a dispute between the same parties, that the earlier dispute must be between the same parties, and that the earlier dispute must be decided. No objection is raised that the proceeding in the earlier proceeding in FT case 08/2016 before the Foreign Tribunal number 9 Nagaon and the proceeding in the present case 2 are two different persons. Full stop. As both the preconditions are satisfied and as held by the Supreme Court in its judgment in Abdul Quddus so and so, that the principles of res judicata are also applicable in respect of Foreign Tribunal, we accordingly hold that the second proceeding in respect of the petitioner pursuant to the in respect of FT case number so and so before so and so tribunal would be not maintainable under the law. According, the same is set aside. Send back the LCS.
Item 2.
Yes, Mr. Suleiman.
Made lordship. This case lordship, petitioners for
Tajul Islam Chaudhary, who is the father?
Tajul Sampur Dudley
Sorry.
and page 19 lordship.
Page
Petition
90.
19. Petitioner parents name appeared lordship.
Page 19.
Lordship.
Who is he?
Ataur Rahman is my father.
Ataur
Rahman.
Ataur Rahman, son of Ang Majid.
Abdul Majid.
What is Ang?
Ang.
In what does it mean?
Ang means in short in Bengali lordship. Ang. Anushar.
No, we understand the pronunciation, but what does it mean?
Abdul.
Ang means Abdul.
Abdul.
Maybe. Okay, Ataur Rahman, son of Ang Majid.
And next Asya Begum.
Asiya Begum is the mother.
Mother lordship.
Okay, now how do you link up?
Lordship, there was a page 22 lordship.
Page 22.
Page 22. Ataur Rahman is my father.
No, that's okay.
With,
Who is the petitioner?
with petition,
Tajul Islam.
particularly,
Which documents show that Tajul is the son of Ataur?
Ataur Rahman in school certificate page 18 lordship.
Full certificate
School
page
18.
1A.
18. In Jamabandi also lordship, his name appeared with his brother, family members.
Other two villages, same. Page
Lordship.
18 and page 19.
Same lordship.
One is Karimganj Municipality Board.
One.
Other one is village Maizadihi,
Maizdihi,
BSF Road,
yes,
Post Office Settlement Road.
lordship.
Is it the same place?
Same.
Why do you say it is same place?
Same place lordship.
Why do the two places have two different names then, if it is the same place?
BSF are newly created lordship.
Sorry.
Now BSF camp is established there. This place has been recorded as BSF Road. Actually,
So the name has changed.
Maizdihi.
So the name has changed.
Not lordship.
Then
Within paper.
see, one is Karimganj Municipal Board. Right or wrong, I don't know. You had typed it out that way. Yes,
It is under.
Karimganj Municipal, even your translation is wrong, Mr. Sulaiman. Karimganj Municipality, word number 9, page number 20. 20, but in page 19, you have translated Karimganj Municipality Board.
Lordship, may I draw Lordship's attention? Only 66 voters list and 2005 voter list was exhibited before the.
Nothing
tribunal.
else is there.
And
As the
60
petitioner relies on the voters list of 1966
and 2005,
of Karimganj Municipality, ward number 9, and the voters list of 2005 of the same place.
same place, but Lordship 2005 is again a voters list with only one single name at page 39, if Lordship will come to. So let him produce the upward and the downward in this list.
So the complete voters list of the same place be produced before the court.
And the others voters list he's referring to was not exhibited before the tribunal at all.
In the complete list. 2 weeks. And correct your translation. I think the English is little wrong.
Item 3.
In this case, Lordship,
Moti Ali, who's the father of Moti Ali?
my father's name is appeared in page 65, Lordship, page 28, Lordship.
65,
Lordship 28.
sorry,
Voter list of 28 page, Lordship.
page number 65,
Lordship 28 page number.
28.
That is 29.
Patsala.
Lordship. Next, Shabu Ali,
Subdivision.
Shabu Ali grandfather, Lordship. Amirullah grandmother,
Who is the grandfather? Sabu.
Shabu grandfather.
Sabu Ali grandfather.
My father is Abed Ali in next,
Abed Ali is the father. Okay.
Lordship.
So now which document will show that Moti Ali is the son of Abed Ali?
In page 36, Lordship.
36.
Abed Ali is my father. and Muthia.
Go back, produce all the list. Heard Mr. James, no? James Solomon, counsel for the petitioner also had. The petitioner Moti Ali had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal number. Where is the opinion?
So they copy to write this in the application because they want application.
People look. Itu bisa para naik. Nah, buku itu tadi juga. Buat dikali-kali di dua buku. Karena itu tuh dosa. Itu kali dua orang itu. People look. Number 10, Borpeta for rendering an opinion as to whether he's a person who entered the state of Assam on or after 25/1971. The tribunal rendered an opinion dated 26/9/2019, declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. Being agreed, this writ petition is instituted. In the writ proceeding, the petitioner relies on the voters list of 1966 of 65 of village Patsala, Moza, Soriha, of the present Bozali district, which contains the name of Sabu Ali, son of Zaki Sheikh at serial 11, and that of Abed Ali, son of Sabu Ali at serial 15. The petitioner claims that Abed Ali is his father. the petitioner there also relies upon the voters list of 1997 of village Patsala Gaon, Moza Soriha in the present Bozali district, which contains the name of Abed Ali, son of Sabu Sheikh, at village 504, and that of Moti Ali, son of Abed Ali, at serial 506. Accordingly, the petitioner claims that he is a citizen of India as he is the son of Abed Ali, whose name also appears in the voters list of 1965. Remanded back to the tribunal to examine the voters list of 65 and 1997 of village Patsala, whether it establishes that the petitioner is a citizen of India. To facilitate the process, the petitioner may produce all the intervening voters list between 1965 and 1997 of village Patsala, complete voters list of the for examination of the tribunal. The state authorities may make an inquiry as to Moti Ali of the voters list of 1997 of village Patsala and the present petitioner Prositi Moti Ali are one and the same person. And thereupon pass a regional order. Yes, sir.
Item 4.
Appear on some date will be given.
Lordship.
12 May.
4. Four also, Lordship. In this case, Lordship, my father's name appeared in page 22, Lordship.
Sorry. Muntazul Rahman, who is the father?
My father is Nazrul Islam,
The page number.
22 page, Lordship.
Kholamara,
Lordship.
61.
Khaimuddin is my grandfather.
Khaimuddin is the grandfather. Nazrul Islam is the father.
My father, Lordship.
Okay, fine.
1963.
Nazrul Islam father. Which document will show Nazrul Islam is the
My
father?
father, Lordship, page 19, page 46, Lordship.
Page 46. The petitioner relies upon the voters list of 1961 of village Kholamara to show that Nazrul Islam, son of Khaimuddin at serial 157 is his father. The petitioner thereupon relies on the voters list of 1997 of village Garamari part 4 to show that the name of Muntazul Rahman and Nazrul Haq appears in the same voters list. Petitioner may produce any relevant document that Nazrul Haq of the 1961 voters list of village Khoyamari and the Nazrul Haq of the voters list of 1997 of village Garamari are one and the same person. List after 2 weeks.
5.
Obliged, Lordship.
Many places, Lordship. Lordship, page,
Luban Mia, who is the father?
father is Birbal Sheikh, Lordship,
Page number.
116.
Birbal Sheikh.
Yes, Lordship. And mother is
Gaon,
Salekha
what's the name of the village? Gaon
Kakripara.
Kakri Para, some union. Thana Mankachar,
Yes, Lordship.
1960. Okay, which document will show Luban is the son?
Yes, Lordship. Page 132.
130.
Yes. Lordship. Petitioner himself casted vote along with the father and mother.
What is 122? Dilbar Sheikh,
Yes.
Birbal. Who is the petitioner?
530, Lordship, serial number, Luban Mia.
Luban Mia,
Yes, Lordship. Page 132.
132. Sorry.
Yes, Lordship.
Yes. Go back, examine. And produce all the in-between voters list.
Oh, yes, Lordship.
Cover again, maybe. Delicate combination, I think. It will be same line.
You.
Petitioner to produce all the intervening voters list between 1960 and 2006 of village that one,
Yes, Lord.
complete voters list. Respondents to also examine whether Loban Mia, the proceeding petitioner and the Loban Mia of the 2006 voters list of village Kakrepara are one and the same person.
Much.
Item 6.
Lordship, can you pass out for time being?
Now,
7.
yes, Madam Decker.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Asia Khatun, who is the father?
She is a daughter of one Ajimuddin of village Batabari, Lordship, page 38, Your Lordship.
Doctor one Azimuddin, not two Azimuddin.
Yes, yes, Ajimuddin. Your
Yes,
Lordship,
not two Azimuddin.
one
Okay. Anyway, which page? Page number
38, Your Lordship.
38.
Yes. 38, 39.
Batabari, Shamabari, Moldoi. Who is the father? Azimuddin.
Ajimuddin.
Azimuddin, son of
Chatku.
Chatku.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Okay. And mother is Jaifur.
Jaiful Nessa and Chatku is her grandfather and Aisan Bibi is her.
Isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
So this is of 66. And
Yes.
which document will show that?
Your Honor, one Jamabandi page.
Asia is the daughter of Azimuddin, which
Yes, page 50, Your Lordship,
Page
one
50.
Jamabandi of surveyed village of Batabari, Your Honor. Page 50. In the opinion, Your Honor, Montague, where she has the lane which was in her father's name has been mutated in the name of the petitioner along with her other sisters, Your Honor.
why is it so small in this handwriting?
That has been provided by the petitioner only. I also have,
Really?
Your Honor, I have a clear,
Muhammad Azimuddin Jafari followed. There's a mutation order. Instead, in place of Muhammad Azimuddin Jafari,
Yes, Your Honor.
the name of the village is Bedbury.
Your Lordship, if I'm being allowed to, even in this case, Your Honor, the DW2 is the cousin brother of the petitioner also deposed in her favor.
How do you know he is the cousin?
Your Honor,
See,
from the
cousins
voter
can be
list-
real, cousins can be
Ye-
invited, cousins can be
No,
created
Your Honor,
also.
if I may be allowed. So this DW2, who is Abdul Jalil, who has whose father Nemuddin also casted his vote along with the petitioner's father in the voter list of along with his in the voter list of in the year 1966 and 70. Your Honor.
Naimuddin.
Nemuddin, Your Honor.
Okay, he is the son of Naimuddin.
Page
The
40.
DW2 is the son of Naimuddin.
Yes, Your Honor.
Which document will show that he is the.
Page 42, 40.
So instead of bringing the son of Naimuddin, why don't you bring in the son of Azimuddin? Azimuddin has number of sons.
No,
If you go by the,
No, Your Honor, only daughters.
no, you can bring some other daughters also. Okay. Son's evidence
same
will be more forceful.
Yes, Your Honor. So
Son's
because
evidence will be more forceful than
I
the
agree,
daughter's
Your Honor.
evidence.
we are not there, Your Honor. So whatever I know. Lordship,
Anyway, where do you find the name of the DW2 and Naimuddin together?
Yes. Voter list of 1997, Your Honor, page 42.
Page 42, 43.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's the name of the DW2?
Abdul Jalil, Your Honor. A. Jalil.
Yes,
31, Your Honor. So,
yes, ma'am.
Lordship, there is some doubt regarding the Jamabandis which have been annexed to this petition, Lordship.
Why do you doubt?
It's all vernacular. I can't understand, but the opinion says that this land is the unspecified area of the land which the four sisters have purportedly inherited.
Sorry.
The land which they have shown as inherited is some unspecified area of land. If Lordship comes to page 50.
See, we are not deciding a civil suit on the ownership of land. What?
This land was
No.
in their custody, Lordship.
I think the tribunal misdirected itself. The tribunal is not deciding this matter as a civil suit, whether this Asia Khatun has any legal right over any particular plot of land. This information is only to indicate
The
that-
linkage.
that a person named Asimuddin of village Bedbury, his land had been mutated in favor of Asia Khatun also.
Lordship,
So
this-
that means mutation is an indication that there may be a father-daughter relationship.
But
On-
the
We
land-
are taking this information only for that purpose. We are not on the whether the
Lordship, that particular land was never in the father's name from the period 1990 to 2011.
even if it is not there. Even if it is not there, we are not on the land. We are on whether Asia Khatun name had been mutated in place of that one, and there is a order of the circle officer by which the mutation had taken place. Relevance of this order is only for that information, and not whether the mutation under the land revenue regulation is maintainable or not.
I have difficulty in reading vernacular, so I cannot make much submission.
No, we
here,
have read
Lordship.
it. And if you want, Madam Decca, please read it for Madam Verma.
No, Lordship, no, I've seen.
Please read the order of the circle officer,
Yes,
which is at page 50
yes, Your
on
Honor.
in the column on the right side.
Yes, yes.
Please read it.
চক্ৰ বিষয়াৰ 21-3-2015 তাৰিখৰ নামজাৰি গোচৰ 2-3-7-4-2014 মিউটেশন F মিউটেশন নাম্বাৰ হুকুম মতে 288 নম্বৰ ডাগৰ মাটিৰ মোহাম্মদ আজিমুদ্দিন বেপাৰী স্থলত উত্তৰাধিকাৰী সূত্ৰে সালভান বেগম পিতৃ আজিমুদ্দিন, হাৱা খাতুন পিতৃ আজিমুদ্দিন, বানু বেগম পিতৃ আজিমুদ্দিন, মানিক জান পিতৃ আজিমুদ্দিন আৰু আশিয়া পিতৃ আজিমুদ্দিনৰ নামত নামজাৰি কৰা হ'ল।
Yes, it has been read out for you. You want to read it to me once again?
That Lordship, I am not very well versed in revenue matters. When this document comes in, I need some.
We are very clear in our mind. We are not sitting in a civil bench at present, so that we decide on the ownership of any land, whether the mutation is a good mutation or a bad mutation. That is irrelevant. That is not relevant. This is where, Madam Verma, this is where the tribunal had misdirected itself. Now it seems the government is also misdirecting itself. We are not called upon to decide whether any legal right over land had been acquired or not. And nor the tribunal has any jurisdiction to go into that question. It's not a civil court. All that relevance is, it contains some information that this person is the daughter of so person, and in the place of the father, the name of the daughter had been mutated. This is a prima facie indication that there is a father-daughter relationship. That's all. Nothing beyond that. And this information is clear enough in the order. If the tribunal can establish by any other material, call upon the state to produce material that this lady is not the daughter of that man, or that man Asiruddin and the name Asiruddin appearing in the voters list of 66 a different person, it's a matter is different. You can always verify and prove it. Third emissary and the petitioner Asia Khatun had been referred to the foreigners tribunal number 54. Been referred to the foreigners tribunal number 11 Borpeta for rendering an opinion as to whether she is the person who had entered the state of Assam on or after 25/3/1971, resulting in registration of case number, it was cited by BPG/11 at page 54, case number so. An opinion dated 25/2020 had been rendered declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. Being aggrieved, this writ petition is instituted. In the writ proceeding, the petitioner relies on the voters list of 1966 of village Batabari, Moza, Shyamabari in the present Dorong district, which contains the name of Chatku Sheikh, son of Kitab at serial 41, Ajimuddin, son of Chatku at serial 43, Jaiful Nesa, wife of Ajimuddin at serial 44, and Naimuddin, son of Chatku at serial 45. Petitioner also refers to the voters list of 1997 of village Batabari, which contains the name of Naimuddin, son of Chachu at serial 29, and that of E. Jalil, son of Naimuddin at serial 31. By referring to the voters list of 1966 of village Batabari, the petitioner points out that Asiruddin and Naimuddin are both sons of Katu, what is that name? Of Chatku. Full stop. Petitioner claims to be the daughter of Azimuddin, and to establish the same relies on the Jamabandi of village Batabari, which contains an order dated 21/3/2015 of the circle officer, by which certain land in the name of Muhammad Azimuddin Bepari had been mutated, amongst others, in favor of Asia Khatun, daughter of Azimuddin. Petitioner claims that she is the Azimuddin in whose favor the land had been mutated in place of Muhammad Azimuddin Bepari, and Muhammad Azimuddin Bepari is her father, whose name also appears in the voters list of 1966 of village Batabari. Objections are raised on the order of the circle officer in a mutation case by submitting that the land in question over which the mutation had taken place is a non-existent land.
Unspecified area of land.
Is an unspecified area of land.
Yes, Lordship.
The same view had also been taken by the tribunal in its opinion dated so and so. Whether the land is specified or unspecified would be a matter of a civil court to decide as to whether any ownership of land had been created by virtue of the order of mutation. It is not for the foreigners tribunal to go into such question. The order of the circle officer and the Jamabandi is referred only for the limited purpose of the information contained therein that Asia Khatun is the daughter of Muhammad Azimuddin Bepari, and that land of Muhammad Azimuddin Bepari had been mutated in her favor through inheritance, meaning thereby that the relationship of father and daughter between Azimuddin Bepari, Muhammad Azimuddin Bepari, and Asia Khatun is sought to be established. The petitioner also relies on the evidence of DW2 A. Jalil, son of Naimuddin, wherein evidence had been rendered that the petitioner Asia Khatun is the daughter of Azimuddin of the 1966 voters list of village Batabari. We have noticed that that DW2 had not been cross-examined to rebut the evidence rendered by him. In the aforesaid circumstance, matter remanded back to the tribunal to examine the voters list of 1966 of village Batabari as well as the voters list of 1997 of village Batabari, which contains the name of Naimuddin and the DW2 A. Jalil, and also to take note that the name of Naimuddin and Asiruddin, both sons of Chatku, appeared in the voters list of 1966. The tribunal to also take note of the order of mutation for the limited purpose of the information contained therein as to whose land had been mutated, as to that the land of Muhammad Asiruddin Bepari had been mutated amongst others in favor of Asia Khatun, and not for the purpose as to whether the order of mutation indicates any title of the land being created. Upon examining the aforesaid, a written order be passed. The respondents in the Home Department may verify the aspect firstly as to whether the Azimuddin, the Asia Khatun of the mutation order dated so and so of the circle officer is the daughter of Azimuddin, son of Chatku of the 1966 voters list of village Batabari, and also whether the Asimuddin referred in the mutation order, and the Asia Khatun referred in the mutation order, and Asia Khatun, the writ petitioner proceeding are one and the same person. Upon being the needful, reason order be passed. If reason order, just to continue.
Item 8,
You can take back your paper.
Oh, here, in terms of yellow says order dated 28th February 2023, suddenly we sought for certain instruction from the higher authority. Further time is required, further 30 days time is required. Madam. That is.
What was the last order? Colonel Mahesh Sharma, deputy is otherwise present for an to obtain information as may be required. What is the information? What is the information we sought for?
Whether yellow says direction of whether we want to contest the matter or the compensation is required to be. But the matter is taken up by the authority.
This is a writ petition of 2023.
Malam.
What I understand, your lordship indicated them whether instead of going for making any inquiry and all that, whether it can be compensated.
Whether you are agreeing to compensation
My lord.
very closely. my lord.
Exactly, that was
The authority is taking up the matter with the higher authority. That is why.
So you want some time.
Malam,
Mr. UK Goswami, learned CGC, with reference to the order of 28 to 2023, prays for some further time to obtain the information.
30 days.
Prayer aloud, list after
30 days for that.
after 30 days,
4 weeks.
list after 4 weeks.
Highly obliged.
obliged.
Item 9,
This. ADM Jabalpur, his lordship pointed out, has been overruled in the meantime, I think.
Which one, Mali?
ADM Jabalpur, somebody had given this note, either petitioner or respondent, I don't know. Relying on ADM Jabalpur versus Shivkant Shukla. His lordship is indicating possibly that judgment has been overruled in the meantime.
Lord, this is in respect of our case.
I don't know, it is here in the, somebody must have
No,
given, as you
Possibly
had
it's a wrongly placed, but I don't think they have.
no, petitioner Ningba Khonsai.
I don't think they have
Yes,
finding.
yes. In our
Member consent.
Who had given this one?
Hindu Diana?
We did not know.
Yeah, here we go. Unless the file by is written, don't accept these documents. Hmm. The court master says it has been given by the army officer who was present in the court on the earlier.
I am not intimated, my lord.
Lord, that army
So
officer came.
if people start disowning the documents given earlier to the court, which is kept on record, henceforth, no document will be accepted unless it's in the form of an affidavit.
No, we should
See,
try.
on good faith, we accept documents, just casually handed
In
over
fact,
the
my lord,
court.
in my case, the army officer was not present for the court.
Again, Mr. Goswami, you are
Some
wrong.
Other cases, the army officer was.
Mr. Goswami, you are again wrong.
my lord.
It is judicially recorded, Colonel Mahesh Sharma, who is otherwise present for another
In
matter,
other
undertakes to
case,
obtain.
he was present.
So please don't make wrong statements, Mr.
Hello.
E.K. Goswami. Be careful. Firstly, you give a document, now disown it. Secondly, you make a out and out wrong
No,
statement.
no, for just.
Mr. Goswami,
because
please
that
behave yourself.
person, that person was, I don't know who is he, my lord. In the court, during
Mr.
the
Goswami,
time of
please.
proceeding, my lord,
Then
he
you don't
come
appear.
forward. But I have no knowledge, that is why I am
Call
saying.
for Mr. R.K.D. Chaudhary. This is getting out of hand.
My lord, sorry, my lord, sorry. My
We'll call again. Yes, next item. This is getting out of hand.
lord, sorry, my lord, just I
You need not be sorry.
indicated that person, I don't know, he come forward
Mr.
on that day and give the document,
Mr.
that
Goswami-
also not my knowledge, my lord.
You'll be prevented from appearing in the court if you raise your voice in this way. Next item.
Item 9.
And don't show your anger to the court. Please, we are sorry to say this.
Sorry.
Keep your sorry to yourself. What is
My
this
lord,
behavior?
this petitioner is.
We are very politely, we're asking some questions and you are trying to intimidate the court. Is this a acceptable behavior of a learned counsel?
Petitioner is Ajibur Rahman, my lord. And his father name appear in the voter list of 1966. Lordship, may kindly see page 31. Abed Ali is his father, my lord. In the voter list of 1966.
Abed Ali is the father.
Yes, my lord. And Sarabanu is my mother, my lord. And in 66, thereafter 1970 also, their name appeared in the village. Lordship may note the village, my lord, Harisar part 2. Because there is a shifting of village, my lord, in the.
Abed Ali is of which village?
Is it
Horichor.
Harichar part 2, my lord.
Okay,
Abhay
66,
Lordship may now kindly see page 36,
36.
where the petitioner name appeared when he was aged about 22 years, my lord. Page 36, my lord. So there is shifting of village. Lordship may kindly see page 36, my lord.
How do you prove the shifting?
My lord, in my WSI stated details, my lord, and in evidence also.
WS is only a statement. How do you prove the shifting?
My lord,
Shifting is a existing fact. You have to
Yes.
prove it.
no, my lord. But in the name against his father name appeared in the voter list, my lord, where shifted, my lord. So along with him, there is no voter list, my lord, in shifting.
Sorry.
Along with his father, there is no voter list.
Then
after
how do you prove it? Azibur Rahman, son of Abed Ali, says a different village.
shifting. So I'll produce further.
And even this voter
The-
list lordship
Sorry,
of 1997,
I
which is a
noticed that.
solo name, he ought to produce the upward and downward lordship.
That I'll do, my lord. And same to his house number also separated, my lord.
Mr. Jiuddin and counsel petitioner relies on the voters list of 1966 of village Horichor, part 2, which contains the name of Abed Ali, son of Said Ali at serial 22. And also the voters list of 1997 of village Kalikpura, part 2, which contains the name of Ajibur Rahman, son of Abed Ali. Accordingly, a claim is made that the petitioner is the son of Abed Ali of the voters list of 1966, but it is noticed that the voters list of 1966 and 77 are of two different villages. Petitioner seeks for an adjournment to examine the aforesaid aspect and produce relevant material.
Most of them. But in the meantime, no pursuit action may be taken.
First, you produce your prima facie material in your case, then the interim order. Yes, Mr. Arkedi Chaudhary, please go through this order sheet and some papers here. And we prefer logical presentations and reasonable presentations to the court and not intimidating manner. Please take note of it. We politely asked that somebody had handed over a note containing some ADM Jabalpur to point out that ADM Jabalpur had in the meantime been overruled by the Supreme Court. Petitioner says, I did not. No one is owning as to who had given this document. Court master from the memory pointed out that one army officer had appeared and given this one. The CGC vehemently denies, says, I don't know any army officers, and that too not in a very polite way. When you point out that there is a judicial officer recording the presence of the army officer, he says, I don't know all these people. So we want some better cooperation in the court, not this way. And there is no issue also. Because time had already been granted that some report or something was called for, you need more time.
It appears to be in the same case.
Yeah, it's written there also on top, just see. So if this is the approach of the learned counsel, from henceforth, we are not going to accept a single document given on it unless filed in affidavit form with seal, signature, everything. We do it in good faith, and if this good faith is exploited, and in return, we are getting intimidated, where are you heading?
There cannot be any question of another case papers being here because the case number
It's
is
written
also
there.
mentioned here.
And there's a judicial order recording the name of an army officer. Just see the first order, last of the order.
Mahesh.
So that means the court has wrongly recorded a judicial order. Because the council doesn't even know this man. This is a statement made, not the statement. In an aggressive manner, it is being said.
Lordship, let me clarify.
Please take care of your office. We can't, this way we can't.
Yes, Lordship, I will take it.
Or if you're unhappy with the court, you go to any other court with this matter. We are not dealing with it.
Question of being unhappy, but
If polite
here-
questions are not, cannot be replied in a appropriate manner,
because this document is of this case. That is good.
so that means kind of allegations are coming that the courts are creating their material. We are not giving, you are telling that we are giving materials to the court. If we have reached this stage, henceforth, not a single document without being formally brought on record by affidavit. We stop that practice. It's a practice in good faith. If you don't retain the good faith, reply from our side is, we also go formal then.
Lordship, let me get it clarified, Lordship. By 2 o'clock, I will sort it out, Lordship.
And why, when in a most polite manner, why we're asking question, why it cannot be replied in the same vein?
I should really apologize for that, Lordship, but that ought not to have been. I'll take it up.
And does anybody ever expect that by raising the voice and inhibiting something, the court will bow down to it? Is that a thought process?
That's not that.
If it is so, it were absolutely wrong in that. And that were non-issue after the order is passed also. Only thing is, Lordship wanted to point out that whoever has referred to this judgment has been overruled in the meantime. That's all.
Lordship, I'll take it up. I'll take up the issue. Lordship.
He himself came, he said that although I am not in this matter, I look into it, will take some instruction.
Lordship.
He must have not taken note that the matter is listed today, the man is not present. That's all.
But some court etiquettes are required, Lordship. This is,
Sorry.
some court etiquettes are required, Lordship. This is not the way to present oneself before the court. I'll take it up, Lordship.
And the reply given is, I don't even know this man, who is he? How can you function in this manner?
Lordship.
And mind you, we are doing everything in good faith and we have the utmost respect
Yeah,
for
yeah.
everybody. And with showing the utmost respect, we are dealing with her matters.
Lordship.
And if this is what is the response. What order to pass? I don't know. He ordered this. ठीक है, so the list after 2 weeks. Where is Mr. Dotto for the petition? Oropan Roba. See, when we are sincerely trying to sort out matters,
Lordship.
say that instead of going to a complete hearing and all, if the between the it can be sorted out,
It is
it's
lordship.
good for everyone. And if we are, this is the response we are getting for doing that.
It is
I think we'll
50% on faith, like.
we'll issue notice, we'll hear this matter after 5 years when in its own term. Very good.
Yes.
Let everybody suffer. If we are in return, if we are required to face this.
I'm very sorry, Lordship.
So not good,
I
not,
understand.
not good for anybody. See, faith is the core aspect in all these
That is-
proceedings,
That is what, Lordship.
and the respect to each other.
Otherwise, many council comes, Lordship can put in 100 questions, but sometimes
And who appeared the other day? Let us just check up. Which CZC appeared the other day?
it's allotted to him.
Please find out from your roster, who was the CZC who appeared on 28 to
Lordship,
2020?
here, central government cases, once it is allotted to a.
No, no,
particular
who
council,
appeared on 28 to 2020? From the roster, you please find out.
It will be him only, Lordship.
So was the council not aware what proceeded in front of him? Because I distinctly remember one very pleasing looking officer was here present.
Lordship.
So if the officer appeared in person in the presence of the learned council, was the learned council says, I don't even know this man? Can you consider it?
Another. Okay, notice of this case, no?
Well, let it remain. Mr. Dotto is possible.
Oh,
He must have gone. We are thinking of issuing notice. So why should we make all these endeavor from our side?
Perhaps, Lordship, I can remember something. Lordship was taking up that army killing matter, that Mia matter.
Yes, very right.
That officer I remember, Lordship.
So this is also some allegation is of killing only,
I'm not.
something
aware
of that
this.
nature. I think it's killing.
And in that case, perhaps this officer was. asked
He was
something.
there.
Yes, yes.
So our order is also very clear. Who is otherwise present for another matter?
Yes.
We have even recorded to that
yes,
extent
yes,
also.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Lordship.
Undertakes to obtain information.
Yes, Lordship, yes,
This is the order.
yes, Lordship.
Yes, something, army mercilessly tortured, black and blue, this, that. 3 dead bodies were lying in the Bogajan police station, or something of that nature.
Worship, I will take it up with the officer and the council. Worship,
So this order remained today.
Get you. Yeah.
So Doctor, we are thinking of issuing notice. Because our endeavor to do something for the benefit of the parties,
You know, your
it
lordship-
appears that we have to face the repercussion of that.
No, no, my lord, not at
So
all.
it's better we issue notice, we'll hear you, let them file affidavit.
My lord, instead of issuing notice, my lord, let them file whatever they want to file.
If this is the response we are getting for
Lord,
our
I'm
sincere
very sorry.
efforts
I'm very sorry
to
about that.
help the litigants, then
I think, my lord, my learned friend will file a proper.
the day has
affidavit.
come, we'll also never go out of the,
No, your,
out of the regulation procedures.
your lordship is always kind enough to give the relief as.
And this approach was taken because in another similar matter that day we are hearing, it was a writ petition of the year 1994.
My-
That means 29 years had gone by. So we thought that if we adopt the same procedure,
Exactly,
another 29 years may be required to decide this matter.
yes, yes,
So therefore, we just asked one responsible officer who was present,
yes.
that what do you think of this matter?
Exactly, my lord, I was there on that day and
And today the response is,
my lord, your lordship may excuse all of us. Sometimes
Worship,
this thing,
I will take on this matter, worship. I will need for worship. I withdraw it from worship.
let the court remain after 2 weeks.
Worship is fixing a date for the reply
Date. Yeah.
after 4 weeks. I will.
God bless.
21st April.
Will be early, you want more time?
Come on, like worship. 1 week.
Okay.
2nd May.
God bless.
2nd May. Item 11.
Yes. Rahiman Khatun, who is it?
Lordship, page number 29, annexure 3 is the voter list of 1966. Where my father's name is recorded. His name is Abdul Rahman Sheikh,
Okay.
and this
Abdul Rahman is the father.
father, Lord,
Which document will show that Rahima Khatun is his daughter?
pardon, Lordship,
Which document will show that Rahima Khatun petitioner is the daughter of Abdul Rahman?
link certificate,
Page number
page number 56.
6.
Fifty-seven is the original one.
But this is insufficient.
That the issuing authority, GP, Panchayat Secretary was also examined, Lordship.
What is the source of knowledge of this Panchayat secretary? How does he know all these facts?
He has verified all the documents. Voter list of 1966 and the subsequent. voter
Very well.
list.
So this is hearsay evidence by this man.
Lordship,
See, if one Panchayat secretary has to give a certificate and also give evidence to the court on the basis of some material, some information being provided to him, this is an indirect method. It's a hearsay evidence, which is not admissible under the law. Why can't the proceeding directly produce those materials before the tribunal? Why do you have to go to a secretary, convince him, then secretary will come and give evidence to the tribunal? Why do you need that?
these documents also directly.
Produce those material directly to the court.
This voter list of 1966 also exhibited, Lordship.
Mr. Council, we are asking you the material that this proceedee is the daughter of Abdul Rahman. What is that evidence? Page 56 is unacceptable because it's an indirect evidence. Understood? If you have material, instead of going to the Panchayat secretary, convince him and he will come and give evidence that, yes, I am satisfied. Why don't you produce those materials directly to the tribunal as your evidence?
Yes, sir.
We'll appreciate it. Tribunal will appreciate it.
I'll produce.
I think that's a more acceptable procedure under the law.
Deposition says that this certificate was issued only for the purpose of upgrading NRC. At
No,
page
he-
58.
No, he directly writes last line, certificate is issued on the basis of evidence placed before me.
And yes, in his.
The petitioner relies upon a certificate dated 29/6 without mentioning any year,
No,
comma,
Lordship, it is
without
29.
mentioning any year, which is available at page 56.
Yes, Lord.
To substantiate that, the petitioner Rohima Khatun is the daughter of Abdul Rahman, whose name appears in the voters list of 1966 of village
Hirsing Helengacher.
of village Bir Singh Helengasor. But the certificate itself provides that it had been issued on the basis of evidence placed before the Gram Panchayat secretary who had issued the certificate. In other words, it had to be accepted that the source of that the evidence rendered by the Gram Panchayat secretary through the certificate and his oral evidence are hearsay evidence or indirect evidence based on the material produced by the proceeding before the Gram Panchayat secretary, comma, which prima facie would be unacceptable in law. Petitioner may produce all such material that may be available directly before the court, instead of producing it indirectly through the Gram Panchayat secretary to establish and discharge the burden that she is the daughter of Abdul Rahman of the 1966 voters list. Okay. List after 2 weeks.
Yes, Lordship, in the meantime, I may be protected. I'll produce all the.
The interim order will be considered after production of the necessary materials.
Item 12.
May I please alert? Impugn order page number 80. 82.
Anwar Hakim,
Impugn order 82 page number.
82.
Daughter of Abdul Rahman Dhali. Voter list in page number 23.
Eighty-two is the opinion. Who is the father of Anwara Begum?
Page 89.
Sorry,
Page 89. Linkage is there.
9.
School certificate.
Come to the voters list first, 66.
6623 page.
Go slow, guys, go. Take Lordship from the voters list.
In 66 voter list, father's name was mentioned as Abdul Rahman Dhali.
Page number.
Page 23.
Abdul Rahman Dhali.
Hmm. These are pages, Isn't here.
Father's name.
Initial. Initial. Sorry, page number 60?
23, 66 voters.
No, 66 voters, please, that which page?
22.
23.
23. That R. Rahman Ali. R. Rahman Ali is the
Abdul Rahman
father.
Ali. Ali sir.
And you are relying on this school certificate to show
School
that he is the
certificate.
father. Have we examined the head teacher of the school?
Teacher already headmistresses came, but they did not examine by the honorable court tribunal.
Why?
That's because national emblem is there in certificate. They send back the teachers.
That means discarded. This evidence.
No,
has
but
been
why do you not
discarded.
allow that man to render evidence? Sir? That evidence can
seven.
always be rendered, divorce the certificate also.
Lordship can
In
remand
fact,
it back on this.
Under the law, more relevance is the evidence of the head teacher rather than the certificate. Certificate is only a.
On this ground.
Sorry.
On this ground, it may be sent back lordship to reappreciate.
No, allow you to get the head teacher examined from the original school records. Third, your name
MD Mehdi.
and
MD Mehdi.
MD Mehdi and counsel for the petitioner also had. Musammat Anwara Khatun had been referred to the foreigners tribunal number 1 Nagaon for rendering an opinion as to whether she is a person who entered the state of Assam on or after 25/3/1971. Resulting in registration of FTD case number 1906/2012, an opinion dated 4/1/2023 was rendered, declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. Being aggrieved, this writ petition is instituted. In the writ petition, the petitioner relies on a voters list of village Dimorguri, police station Nagaon, in the Nagaon district, which contains the name of means Ahmed.
Abdul Rahman Ali.
Abdul, name of Abdul Rahman
Ali.
Dhali, son of Mibu at serial 1175. Petitioner also relies upon a certificate issued by the head teacher of
Mahrul Bhutai Department.
Mahrol Bhutai
Ati.
Ati
Bhutai Ati Primary School.
Ati Primary School, Nagaon, which contains the information that Anwara Begum is the daughter of Abdul Rahman Dhali of village Dimoruguri, Bhutai Ati. That although the head teacher of the school was brought forward for rendering his evidence on the basis of the school records, but the head teacher was disallowed to render the evidence by the tribunal on the ground that the certificate issued contained a national emblem. If the certificate contains a national emblem and the head teacher was not entitled to use a national emblem under the law, the certificate could have been discarded. But the same cannot mean that a headmaster cannot render his oral evidence on the basis of the school records, which may establish that the petitioner is the daughter of Abdul Rahman Dhali of village Dimoruguri. Accordingly, the opinion dated so and so is set aside, matter remanded back to the tribunal to allow the petitioner to render the evidence of the head teacher of the Mahrol Bhotai Asif Primary School on the basis by producing the original school records, which may contain the information as to the name of the father of the petitioner as well as his residence.
Page 80, they have annexed the Kabin Nama, the marriage registration.
That is also there.
This is
That-
new.
The tribunal may also look into the Kabin Nama that is produced by the petitioner, which also contains the name of the
Father.
father as well as his residence. The
Highly
reason order is.
Highly obeisance.
Item 13.
Wait, please, your lordship. Your lordship, the petitioner is Rafiqul Islam lordship. His father name is Samser Ali lordship. The document 25 school certificate, lordship will find the father's name lordship.
Who is the father first?
Samser Ali lordship,
Page number
page number 25. lordship.
25. Oh, 25 is the certificate, but where is the name of the father? How do you know that the father is a citizen?
Lordship, then lordship, can they come to the page 24 lordship?
24. Samsher Ali, 1979, I think.
1979.
Village?
Village,
Halpara.
Shalmara lordship.
79 man may not be a citizen.
Yes, lordship, there is a.
Mia
shifting-
Boxo. Mia Boxo is the father.
Grandfather,
Good.
grandfather
No,
of
no,
this
father
petition.
of Samsher.
Yes, lordship.
So where is his name? Mia
His name,
Boxo.
lordship, will find on page 21 voter list.
That's the 58.
Yes, lordship.
But village is different.
Yes, lordship. It's from lordship, Tejpur lordship.
Mm,
There lordship will find one Jamabandi copy lordship. These are the original lordship. May I please?
No, what does it contain?
Lordship, here the mutation was where in the name of this Samser Ali was made. Their father's name has been shown. That mutation certificate from the property of his
Understand? So in name of Mia Boxo,
Yes, lordship.
Samsher Ali's name was mutated.
They are lordship.
It's a land in which village?
That is the lordship in Borsala, Shonitpur. That is lordship. That land belongs to the grandparents from the paternal side of this Samser Ali lordship. That was quoted in the.
No, but everything is different villages. How do you know that the person are same?
Lordship, what happened?
The names are same, but how do you know that the person are same?
That lordship has.
Because
Yes.
had it been an acceptable position that one man has only one name,
Yes.
then only name is good enough for us. But it is not so.
Yes, lordship.
Same
but-
name many people have.
Yes.
And not only that, the father-son names combination is also there in respect of many people.
Yes, lordship.
So if the villages are different, how can we accept
Lordship.
that they are the same person?
Yes, lordship. What happened in this case, lordship, reference has been made against father, mother, sister, and this petitioner lordship. In father case, father has been declared as a foreigner lordship. That order was challenged before this honorable court. That honorable court lordship was pleased to stay the order, and that case was listed lordship. I annexed the order lordship. We'll find on page 40 lordship. That is the father. In mother case, lordship, mother
Then
already
let
been.
us list along with that writ petition.
Yes, lordship.
List
And-
along with WBC so and so.
Lordship, what happened, lordship? Mother already been declared as an Indian lordship. In
Ma-
mother statement,
Mother may be.
mother lordship, in her lordship family tree, in the written statement, she disclosed the name of this petitioner as in son lordship, daughter and husband, mother. father.
So the son will gain citizenship from the lineage of his father, not of his mother.
Lordship,
Mother may be a citizen.
lordship, what I understand from the lordship, that lordship, the Citizenship Act 1955 lordship seeks a clause D lordship. Dear lordship, what's a may I read lordship? Any person shall be deemed to be of Indian origin if he or either of his parents or any of his grandparents was born in undivided India, lordship. it is not that from paternal side, he has to establish lordship, grandparents is there.
Do you mean to say this is available to a illegal migrant also?
But
So if
lordship-
this is available to an illegal migrant, all you are required to do is to illegally migrate, let somebody be born here,
is,
and moment a person is born, he becomes an Indian citizen. Is it the law?
that is, but
That
lordship,
is the general law, but is it the law applicable to illegal migrants?
things is that lordship, his name is there, voter name,
Mr. Iwad Chaudhary,
yes,
Mr. Chaudhary, but there are number of people who have got their names unscrupulously entered in the list.
yes,
So when this is the situation,
yes, lordship.
how can you accept this kind of submissions? You produce any credible material. That's all. We are here to appreciate it.
Then lordship, can it be lordship taken up that writ petition lordship further
As
because
prayed
they
for
are
list along with WPC. So that
Yes.
is,
WPC number lordship,
please give that. We'll list it
1676.
together.
highly of
Item 14.
Yes, Madam Becca.
Yes, your lordship. Petitioner is
Maldika
daughter-
Begum.
Yes, daughter of Sahar Ali, which is in page 84, Your Honor. A voter list of 1966, Your Honor. Your lordship. Serial number 258, Sahar Ali.
Sohar Ali, son of Salim.
Salim.
Gaon, Bhawanipur.
Um,
No,
Tongla.
Bidhan, Bhawanipur, Bidhan. Gaon,
Tongla,
Tao, what is?
Tongla, your lordship.
Tongla.
Yes,
Tongla is in Mogolroi district. There is also
yes,
one Tongla, different
Yes.
Tongla.
yes, your lordship.
Okay, Gaon Tongla, very well.
Yes.
And now which document will show? That
Land
this
document, your lordship. Page
Maldika is-
99.
page 99. What is 99? Some land document?
Yes, your lordship. Your lordship, in this case, the land, 15 lessons of land, which was also in name of Shahar Ali, has
In,
been
in which village?
same village, your lordship.
Tongla.
Tongla, your
And
lordship,
this has been mutated in the name of, also in the name of the petitioner.
along with the other siblings, your lordship.
Where is the name of Sohar Ali and where is the name of Maldika?
Rayator, may I, your lordship, Rayator Odhikari Nam, Pitar Nam,
Which
Sorgio
page you are reading? 99.
99, your lordship, as Miss,
Mallika Begum is there.
in
Serial number, that
lower part, your honor.
lower
one.
part. And whose name goes out?
Rayator Odhikari Nam,
No,
Pitar.
no, whose name is been deleted?
Abdul Ali, which is,
Abdul
the-
Ali.
yeah, is the another son of Sahar Ali. All these name are the sons and daughters of Sahar Ali.
All are sons and daughters of
Yes.
Sahar Ali.
Yes,
So by striking out the name of Sahar Ali, name of Mallika must be recorded.
yes.
If Mallika has inherited that property.
Yes,
Where
yes.
is that order?
It's there only, your honor, below. Name of Mallika Begum.
No, Mallika Begum we have noticed,
Yes,
but where is it that Mallika had name had been mutated in place of Sahar Ali? That I have not seen till now.
your honor, this is the Chita only, not the mutation,
Then what are you reading? Different document.
yes, no, your honor, that page only, that document only.
Let us see how your paper looks like. Same one.
Vernacular, yes, which is written in the vernacular.
No, if you can
Yes,
show us
one,
that Sahar Ali name had been struck out
yes,
and mutated also in the name of Mallika Begum, then we can accept what you were saying. But that precise information I have not seen.
Your
Please underline where you find the name of Sohar Ali in this one. Hmm. ऊपर बढ़ाओ कर लेते हैं। Right. It's on the left hand side.
yes.
Or Mavi to see. If you make a different language. See, that one, riot. Right, what this,
অধিকাৰৰ নাম
riot Adhikaror Nam,
পিতাৰ নাম
Sorgio Sohar Ali.
হয় yes your lordship
Then middle column Montobyo.
yes
Montobyo
Only-
means remarks
yeah,
or whatever
remarks,
it
your
is.
lordship.
There the name down below Mallika Begum.
Malika Begum and even upper also which the DW2
Yes. Call for the records.
interim may be allowed. Interim may be. Lordship.
Item 15.
Be obliged.
May please your lordship.
Yes, China Khatun.
China. It is not
Where is the
father.
name of the father?
Page 68 your lordship.
68.
Annexure 6, total list of 1970. Serial number 17, Jalaluddin,
Jalaluddin is the father,
father.
son of
And
Abedadi.
Grandfather's name
Village
also available in
Dumurguri
total
part
list of.
2. And which document will show that China Khatun is his daughter?
Lordship, there is no such documents produced before the tribunal.
If nothing is
On-
there, then how will you prove it?
Only one document, your lordship kindly find at page 80, your lordship.
80.
The secretary, the Panchayat secretary issued this document. And
But Panchayat is
it has been produced before the tribunal also. Besides that,
the
petitioner
lady got married,
married.
Kavin Nama.
There is no Kavinnama here. But the petitioner,
Now, how did she get married then?
I have inquired your lordship with the petitioner.
Through that the mullah.
I
There's
think
a
so,
form
your
of getting married before the mullah, and
I
mullah
think so.
doesn't maintain any record.
lordship.
That form.
Lordship.
Then how can you prove it?
The petitioner attended a school, your lordship,
Where is it?
but certificate has not obtained till date.
Get it.
She approached the school, the LP school has now amalgamated with the high school.
It doesn't matter.
That's
The
why the
records will be
records are,
there.
there are some,
Records will be there.
there are some
Huh?
problem with the. records.
It stated that the petitioner had read in,
This is Dumurguri LP school, I think. your lordship.
please get the
Now-
name, correct name.
Lordship,
Although the petitioner seeks to obtain a certificate from the school, which may contain the information as to who is her father, but the school authorities are unable to provide the certificate as because the school concerned had got itself amalgamated with another high school.
MRM High School.
Even after amalgamation, the original school records would have to be maintained. Accordingly, the petitioner is required to approach the school authorities with an application to provide a certificate on the basis of the information that may be contained in the administrative register. And on such approach, the school authorities of so and so is requested to provide the petitioner with a certificate. Just after 2 weeks.
Your lordship. Interim maybe.
After 2 weeks.
That's father reduce evidence, your lordship, in this case.
But how do you know he is the father? Hmm.
This is the problem, your lordship. I don't have
So
direct
therefore,
linkage document.
we are trying to give you solution.
Yes.
Go to the school, show us our order. If the school does not follow, obey our order, you tell us.
Interim maybe, your lordship, for the time being, your lordship, till the record, till the lordship.
Nothing has happened to them.
Sorry.
The impugned order was passed in the year 2020. So she has not been arrested till date. Lordship. She will continue for 2-3 weeks more.
And moreover, Mr. Council, the interim order is on 3 principles: prima facie case, balance of convenience, and irreparable loss. You have to make at least a semblance of a prima facie case to get an interim order. Come back next time.
Lordship.
We'll
My
consider.
lord.
Item 16 for admission.
Yes, Mr. Sarkar,
Please, Lord. Page 16,
page 16.
16, my father's name.
Page 60,
No, no, 16.
16. Babar Ali Sheikh, he is the father.
Yes, Lord. So now, Lordship, kindly see page 18, 18, 77 voter list. This time my mother name was also recorded, Surban Bibi.
Okay, fine.
Now, Lordship, page 20,
Page
20, 20.
20.
My mother's
Surabeva,
name
yes,
was
fine.
appeared because at that time my father was expired. Only
It's
mother's
okay.
name
Now,
was recorded.
where is the name of the mother and the son together?
That page 15,
15. Why do you go in a reverse manner?
yes. Page 15, but Lordship, in 1997, when D was put against the mother as well as son.
Where do you get it?
Page 15,
Hmm?
You don't have the vernacular. You don't have the copy.
yes.
It's missing in my copy. No, honey, English to the other.
This is a list of which year? Page 15.
1997,
Village?
village Choskal part 3,
Uh,
Choskal part 3.
it's a different Joskal, no, same village. The same village.
Same.
But what happened, Lordship, this is the not a certified copy.
I know. This is a copy of the voters list prepared by the political parties at the time of election.
Door to door.
And every voter is handed one copy of, so that the serial number of the name can be identified. This is for that purpose. So what do you do? If Surabhan Beva, Surat Ali, they appear in the same voters list, same household, and Babar Ali is there, Surabeva is there with Babar Ali in 1985. Surabeva, either Surabhan Bibi, Babar Ali, same village. Let the tribunal examine if something can come out. Heard Mr. A.T. Sarkar Lal counsel for the petitioner. Baki, so what did you go? Respondents. The petitioner Muhammad Surat Ali alias Surat Ali had been referred to the foreigners tribunal number 10, Dhubri, for rendering an opinion as to whether the petitioner is a person who entered the state of Assam on or after 25/3/1971, resulting in registration of FT-10 AGM AGM 392 2017. An opinion dated. Where is the?
6/6.
An opinion dated 6/6/2017 had been rendered, declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. Being aggrieved, this writ petition is instituted. In the writ proceeding, the petitioner relies on the voters list of 1970 of village Jaskal Part 2, which contains the name of Babar Ali Sheikh, son of Gadlu, at serial 137. Semicolon, the voters list of 1977 of village Jaskal Part 2, containing the name of Babar Ali, son of Gadlu, at serial 150, and Surbham Bibi, wife of Babar Ali, at serial 151, and both of them are residing in the same house number 54. Petitioner also relies on the voters list of 1985 of village Jaskal Part 2 containing the name of Suro Bewa, wife of Babar Ali at serial 844. It is clarified that Babar Ali in the meantime died, and therefore the name of his wife Surbham Bibi is now reflected as Suro Bewa. The petitioner again refers to the voters list of 1997 of village Jaskal Part 2, wherein the name of Surbhan Bewa, wife of Babar Ali, is at serial 577, and that of Surat Ali, the petitioner, Surat Ali, son of Babar, at serial 578, and both of them are shown to be residing in the same house number 217. Petitioner claims that the Surat Ali of the voters list of 1997 is the petitioner himself, whose name appears along with Surbhan Bewa, wife of Babar Ali, and therefore he has established that he is a citizen of India through his father Babar Ali, whose name appeared in the voters list of 1970. Matter remanded back to the tribunal to examine the aforesaid aspect as to whether the voters list of 1970, 1977, 1985, and 1997 of village Chaskal Part 2 shows that the petitioner is a citizen of India. The petitioner to produce the complete voters list of village Jaskal Part 2 before the tribunal from the year 1970 to the year 1977. Anything more? The Home Department may cause a verification as to whether Surat Ali of the 1997 voters list of village Jaskal Part 2 and the petitioner Surat Ali are one and the same person. To pass a reason order to appear on some date will be given.
12 May. Item 17.
Oh, sorry.
Case study of Bongaigaon case number
That's it.
with medical report of Chandisharan Roy from the Bongaigaon pertaining to treatment corresponding to department. What is this? This is a foreigners matter,
No, madam.
huh?
No,
Something different.
Different. One of the.
What is the matter about Mr. Singh?
The son of the petitioner, my lord, who was juvenile at that point of time, my lord. He was picked up by the police and my lord,
Okay, some police.
my lord.
Lordship, call for the case diary, Lordship.
You want compensation
Yes,
picked up by the police.
picked up by the police and my lord,
Who was picked up?
the, my lord, police of the
No, who was picked up?
son of the petitioner.
Son of the what happened to him?
My lord, he has become mentally unsound, my lord.
Became mentally unstable after he was taken to
After
police
he was
custody.
tortured.
Now where is he?
He was 16 years of age, my lord, at that point of time.
Now?
He could not have been taken by the police, my lord, as he was a juvenile.
No, that is okay. Now what is the present state?
Present stage also he is not stable, my lord. Yes,
You want compensation?
yes, my lord.
How much? See, what is in the mind of the petitioner? So petition of 2018.
18, my lord.
What is their stand?
Their stand is that they have picked up the petitioner, my lord.
Means
Okay.
this mental state is because of some natural cause.
They
Nothing
want
to do with
say-
the-
They want to say that, my lord, he sustained injury due to some other reason. Not,
Case diary. And why did he wanted the case diary? To,
verify, my lord, because the date of arrest, as per the version of the petitioner is different, my lord, and there in the affidavit, they have shown a different.
okay, I understand. Right. In the affidavit, they take a stand that he was arrested on some later date.
My lord.
And according to the police, he was arrested on the some,
Prior to the date the petitioner has mentioned. In the
Sorry?
affidavit, In the affidavit, they have mentioned a date which was prior to the date mentioned by the petitioner.
Okay, according to petitioner said 25, according to them it is 23. What is the date they have mentioned?
Lordship, it was about affidavit lordship filed by the SP on 6/4/19.
What is the date you have according
It
to
was
the?
stated lordship 25 police classified as per the related to
They said that it was 25.
25 lordship.
25 of
25 of 16.
25 to
of 16
2016.
and released on 26
No.
of 16.
Sorry, I'm not clear. What is the date according to the authorities? What is the date of arrest according to the petitioner?
Well, as per the authority, the date is 25 to 2016.
25 to 2016,
Right.
and according to the
Yes,
petitioner,
according to petitioner, 29 to 2016.
some days after.
29 to.
No, Maurice would have. Why was he arrested? Because somebody died.
Somebody dies.
What is the name of the person, boy?
Shantisharan Roy.
Chandni Saran. And according to the police, he was arrested on 25 to 2016.
Lordship.
After arresting, what did the police do with this boy?
In their affidavit, they say that
On doubt, he was arrested, Lordship.
Okay. What is Father Mohan? Yes. Manipulators also কি কৰিছে তাতে ওলাব দিয়া না 27 কেইটামানত কমাই রিলিজ কৰিলে আকৌ ৰিটাৰ্ণ নাথাকে নেকি ফাইন টাইন কৰাই নিয়ে লাগে itu juga bahkan kelas under what law, even if you go by your admitted statement in the affidavit, that a boy was picked up on 25 to 2016 and he was released on 26. Under what law if you have detained him overnight? I'm detained for you. But less than 24 hours. I don't know how to Your stand is in the affidavit that this man was, this boy was taken into custody on 25/2/2016. And on 26/2/2016, one day after, he was handed over to his father, Sam Roy.
Lordship.
Where is the GD entry of taking this man into custody?
That's not provided, Lordship.
No, no. What is GD entry? General diary entry. Whatever happens in the case has to be entered in the GD entry from time to time.
Lordship,
If nothing happens, I think even those entries are also there.
Lordship.
The GDN is there, my lord.
So of this police station, whenever this boy was brought into the police station, there must have been a GD entry
Lordship.
that now so and so is brought to the police station for the purpose of interrogation, whatever you do. Where is that entry?
It's very India affidavit.
My dear.
Page number?
Page number 9, my lord.
Page number 9.
Page 9 of the affidavit.
Page number 9 is your part of the writ petition.
Which one is it?
Sorry for that. This
Sorry.
is the affidavit filed by the respondent number 7.
No, no, I'm asking now, where is the entry in the GD? Where is the GD entry? Because without GD entry, no one can be brought to the police station.
Yes, Lordship.
No, no, yes. Nothing is there. Who is the person who filed this affidavit?
Subodh Kumar Sonowal,
Who is
SP,
he?
SP
SP of which district?
of Bongaigaon District, Lordship.
Ask him.
Lordship.
The SP of Bongaigaon
Present
district.
present SP is Lordship, different Lordship. Present SP is something, some Deccan.
We don't know. The SP of Bongaigaon district has filed an affidavit that the son of the petitioner, namely, what is the name, Mr. Saikia?
Chandisharan Roy.
Chandisharan Roy was taken into custody by the police on 25/2/2016, and on 26/2/2016, that is the next day, he was handed over to his mother, Minoti Roy. Mother and father?
Father
To his-
Mohan Roy.
To his father, Mohan Roy, as no evidence was found about his involvement in a matter for which he was taken into custody. The SP Bongaigaon to provide the GD entry pertaining to the act of taking into custody the son of the petitioner, above named son of the petitioner. It is also. Yes, tonight. In paragraph 4 of the affidavit, the superintendent of police had written that as per GDE number 425 dated 25/2/2016 and GDE number 426 dated 25/2/2016 of the Bidyapur outpost, the respondent number 7, namely, who is the respondent number 7?
Deepak Saikia.
Namely Deepak Saikia, the then in charge of Bidyapur police outpost, had brought the son of the petitioner to the Bidyapur outpost on 25/2/2016 for interrogation. The aforesaid GD, the complete book containing the book in original containing the GD entry number 425 dated 25/2/2016 and 426 dated 25/2/2016 of the Bidyapur police outpost be produced before the court on the next day. This constituency. The photocopy of the case diary produced today They retained as a part of the court record.
Acknowledgement.
21st April. Item 18.
May I please, your lordship. Item 18, your lordship. Case 27. Grandparents, parents' name are there.
ইয়াৰ পিছতে চিৰিজটো মাতি দিয়ক। Jogen Hendik. Please ask Mr. Jogen Hendik to. Which page?
Page 27, your lordship. Voter list of 1970.
Voters list of
1970. Grandfather,
Madhu
grandmother,
Paul.
father, mother. Father is Sandullah Mondol, your lordship.
Chandula Mondol is the father.
Father.
55. Sapatun Desai is their mother.
Mother.
And which document will show that Badsha Mondol is his son?
Page 28, your lordship.
20.
Next page. Voter list of 1989. His name appeared along with father and the stepmother, your lordship. In the meantime, mother has been died. The father remarried.
Correct. Heard your name.
P. Raman.
P. Raman, learned counsel for the petitioner, also heard this already. The petitioner Badsha Mondal had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal number
Page 22.
22. Referred to the Foreigners Tribunal number 2 of Hayapuri Bongaigaon for rendering an opinion as to whether he is a person who entered the state of Assam on or after 25/3/1971, which resulted in registration of case number, that is page 22, that's it, BGN NFT, write the number. An opinion dated 29/5/2019 was rendered declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner, being aggrieved. District petition is instituted. In the writ petition, the petitioner relies on the voters list of 1970 of village Modhupal.
1966 also there, your lordship. Father's name appeared. Page 25.
Modhupal and a police station, North Salbara, containing the name of Chandula Mondal, son of late Dukhia Mondal, at serial 55, and that of Sapatun Desa, wife of Chandula, at serial 56, and both are shown to be residing in the same house number 15. Petitioner also relies on the voters list of 1989 of village Modhupal, which contains the name of Sandula Mondal, son of Dukha Mondal, at serial 923, and that of Badsha Mondal, son of Sandula Mondal, at serial 924, and both are shown to be residing in the same house number 301. Accordingly,
309.
Accordingly, the petitioner claims that through his lineage, through the lineage of his father Sandula Mondal, whose name appears in the voters of 1970 of village Modhupal, his citizenship has been established. matter remanded back to the tribunal to examine the same. Your petitioner to produce the complete voters list of 1966, 1970 up to the year 1989 of village Mudufal. The respondents in the Home Department to also make a verification of the voters list on the authenticity and the correctness of the voters list, as well as to find out as to whether Badshah Mondal of the 1989 voters list of Mudufal and the present Posidi are one and the same person. Rest is same.
Hello.
Item 26 to 31.
Yes, Mr. Hendik. You have given us a list of those revenue villages.
Lordship.
Can you find out how many revenue villages came into existence after the 1960s?
After the 1960. It is, my lord, that terrestrial, my lord, the village is 18,000.
No, I know the figures. Last time only I recorded.
Lordship.
Which, ask the department to work out which villages came into existence as of now,
Lordship.
but was not in existence in the 1960s.
That information I have to collect.
That is, if 1960s contained 17,000 villages,
Lordship.
now it is 18,000.
Lordship.
So there must be 1,000 villages in between.
Lordship.
Just try to find out the names, which are the new names.
New names.
And in some villages, there is a possibility that one village, existing village may have been bifurcated into
In the
two. And now they are known by two names.
Lordship.
Exclude those. Or you can put them in a separate list. See, there was earlier one bigger village. Now you thought that it has to be bifurcated, made it to two different villages, and you have given two different names to the two different villages.
And
These bifurcated villages, put them in one list. And the villages which came into existence
in the 1960.
after 1960 and did not exist earlier, put them in one list. Can you give us that information?
Lordship,
The next date, of course, you'll have time.
Lordship. Lordship. I will try. Lordship.
No,
Alright,
try,
it
ask
must
the
be-
department to work out.
Lordship, granted some time. My lordship.
Yes, the respondents in the revenue department may provide the information to the court as to which are the villages which came into existence after the 1960s. Full stop. If there is a possibility that an earlier larger village was bifurcated into two different villages and known by two different or same name, the said category of villages be placed under one list, and those villages which did not exist in the 1960s but subsequently came to existence as of now be placed in another list. The information be provided on the next returnable day list also. After Bihu,
Lordship.
just ask somebody to work it out. I think that officer can do it whenever is here.
Lordship, may I have the order?
A copy of the order to Mr. G.
And also, Lordship, I have a simple prayer, my lord, that our name not reflected in the list. Lordship, kindly be reflected our name that sometimes
I definitely. Koi do I do?
25th April.
Obliged. 20. Thank you.
25th April. Item 19.
Mr. Arkin Chaudhary, you were there for some matter. Same one.
I'll try because I've heard the arguments, only a few things which I would like to add.
Sorry.
I've heard the arguments of both sides, Lordship.
Uh-huh.
Mazumdar sir is also.
For that part, we will hear you on the next day, because we just want this information for some purpose.
I would just like to go a bit behind Mr. Mazumdar.
Yes, most welcome. Means, in fact, our intention is to give a comprehensive hearing on the entire issue
I'll start from 37 onwards, 1937.
and look into this information, you share it with Mr. Rakedi Chaudhary also.
Lord,
And you also look into from where these villages came into existence and from when. If your machinery can work on it, some revenue villages and some non-cadastral villages, those who have very recently they have came up after 1960s. The background of its existence.
My village was. Lordship,
Just see. See how much you can work out.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Suleiman.
18 lordship. Let's do 21 lordship.
Please, 21.
21, my grandfather's name is FTR Mokshed Ali. Grandmother Ayamana.
Moksed is the father or grandfather.
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 Grandfather,
65 village Bhurbanda.
lordship.
Okay, now who is the father?
Start to my father in page 23 lordship.
23.
Nur Islam
23 Nur Islam, son of Muksed,
lordship.
Bhurbanda, same village, part 2, 71.
Next page 25 lordship.
Hmm.
I along with my father.
Sorry. Muksed Nur are there. Who is the petitioner?
Petitioner is Abdul Motin.
Motin is the petitioner.
Mokshed grandfather. Nur Islam is my father.
Mhm. Yes, Madam Burma. Go back.
Go back, Lordship.
And remaining Buddha list, my name is FDR lordship and subsequent Buddha list lordship with my father. Till 2019. School certificate also there lordship.
Okay, we'll.
My father also deposed the lordship as what he or DW2 lordship. Lordship.
Come back at 2:00.
2 o'clock.
Lordship.
Must be order. One is at page number 21.
65. Lordship.
21 is 65.
And 97 is
Twen-
grandfather, father,
Hmm,
petitioner.
Just a minute. 21 is 65. And
25, Lordship.
no, just a minute. Muksed is the grandfather,
Grandfather.
65. Then
Then my parents
71 is
23.
Nur, son of Muksed. And 97 is
97.
from grandfather to grandson, everybody is there.
Everyone is there.
And both are also residing in the same house number 3. The petitioner further relies on the voters list of 1997 of village Bhurbanda part 2, which contains the name of Muksed Ali, son of Hafizuddin, at serial 864. Muhammad Nur Islam, son of Muksed Ali, at serial 867. Muhammad Abdul Mateen, son of Nur Islam, at serial 871. And that of Musammat Hebjun Nehar, wife of A. Mateen, at serial 872. all of them are shown to be residing in the same house number 867. Murshid Ali is claimed to be the grandfather of the petitioner, and Muhammad Nur Islam, Muhammad Murshid Ali, and Muhammad Nur Islam is claimed to be the father, whereas Muhammad Abdul Motin of the voters list of 1997 is claimed to be the proceedee himself. If the aforesaid, the matter remanded back to the tribunal to examine the aforesaid voters list of 1965, 1971, 1970, 97 of village Burvanda Part 2 as indicated above, and to pass a reason order as to whether the same indicates that the petitioner is a citizen of India. The tribunal to take note that Murshid Ali, Muhammad Nur Islam, and Muhammad Mateen are all residing in the same house number 867 in the as per the voters list of 1997, whereas Murshid Ali in the voters list of 1965 and Nur Islam in the voters list of 1971 are also residing in the same house number 3. And all the lists pertain to the same village. The petitioner to produce the complete voters list of the years 1965, 71 up to 1997 before the tribunal. The respondents in the Home Department may make their own verification as to whether the information contained in the aforesaid voters list are correct, and also as to whether the writ petitioner proceedee Muhammad Abdul Motin is also the Muhammad Abdul Motin of the voters list of 1997 of village Burvanda. Interesting. 20, yes, Mr. Ali. Tajuddin, who is the father?
That is a lordship. Page 51, my lord.
51. Botua village, Hastinapur.
Abdul Malik, my lord.
He is Parasaragasi. Abdul Khalek.
Khalid,
He is the father,
lordship.
and the
And
petitioner is
Case 50
Tajuddin.
case-
Which document?
Case 53, my lord.
53. How do you know Abdul Khalek is a citizen?
My lord, my lord. Grandmother, my lord. Before that, my lord, land document will page 22. From the, my lord, grandfather to father, then
How do you know that that man is the grandfather? How do you know that that man is the person is the grandmother?
of 66 voter list, my lord.
66 years, Tarabhanu Nesa.
Lordship.
Who is the grandfather?
Grandmother, my lord.
Tarabhanu is the grandmother.
Grandmother.
How do you know? Sorry, how do you know?
Lordship. Now 52, my lord, along with the mother and Khalek, my lord.
Hmm.
Page 51, Abdul Khalek and Taravanu, mother, my lord. Page 51.
Sorry,
Page
please. 50?
51, my lord.
51, Abdul Khalek, son of Pasar.
Then, my lord, serial number, and next, my Taravanu Beha, my lord, mother.
Serial number?
Serial number 459.
What have you written?
Wrongly written, my lord.
Why?
Sorry, my lord. Vernacular page 52, my lord.
Produce all the voters list. The petitioner to produce the voter,
Then, my
complete
lord,
voters list between
school certificate is
1966
there,
and
my lord.
1997. List after 2 weeks. Show the continuity with past the order. What is this I?
My lord, a date, my lord, in the
Hmm.
order, my lord, wrongly typed, my lord.
Page number?
Page number, my lord, 8, my lord.
Page number 8. What is wrongly typed?
8, my lord, it is paragraph 2,
Hmm.
fourth line, date is typed as 17/5/2019.
It should be,
It should be 15/7/2009.
okay. That's the only mistake?
Only.
Third mistake,
same,
you-
same, my lord, in next page, my lord, paragraph 6,
Okay.
same date.
Heard Mr. Q. Ahmed,
Yes, my lord.
Land Council petitioner also. Isn't it? This interlocutory application is instituted for correction of a date of the date 17/5/2019 mentioned in paragraph 2 and paragraph
6.
6 thereof. In paragraph 2, it is stated that the opinion of the Furnace Terminal Golpara is dated 17/5/2019 in FT case number 1516 G/2008, whereas the correct date ought to have been
15/07/2009.
15/07/2019.
2009.
2009. The same date should also be read in paragraph 6 to be 15/7/2009 instead of 17/05/2019. I allowed, subject to the aforesaid correction. The date 17/5/2019 should now be read as 15/7/2009.
Bless.
Yes.
The petitioner name is Ibrahim Ali.
Hmm,
Ibrahim Ali is the petitioner.
sorry.
Ibrahim Ali is the petitioner.
And
Page 24.
who is the father?
Page 24.
24.
Alimuddin.
Alimuddin, son of Akanu, is the father.
Yes, worship. Worship village Dokhin Senimari.
Page 66. He is the father.
Yes, worship.
Which document will show that Alimuddin is the father?
Lordship, page 34, Lordship.
Page 34.
Lordship, Alimuddin.
Ibrahim and
Ibrahim.
Dokhin Senimari. Somebody got. Yes, go back. Third MSD B.
P. Ghosh.
P. Ghosh, Land Council for the petitioner. The petitioner Ibrahim Ali had been referred to the foreigners tribunal number. Where is the order of the tribunal?
Lordship, Morigaon 2, Lordship.
Page number
Page number 70.
17.
70.
70.
70.
Page number 17.
70, Lordship. 70.
70. Had been referred to Forest Tribunal number 2, Morigaon, for rendering opinion, whether is a sense, resulting in registration of case FT, case number FT 931/2012. Opinion dated 9/10/2018 had been rendered declaring him to be a foreigner. Petitioner in the writ proceeding relies upon the voters list of 1966 of village Dokhin Senimari, police station Lahori Ghat in the Nagaon district, which contains the name of Alimuddin, son of Akwanu, at serial 338. And also the voters list of 1997 of village Dokhin Senimari, which contains the name of Alimuddin, son of Akanu Sheikh, at serial 164. And that of Ibrahim, son of Alimuddin, at serial 167, where both of them are shown to be residing in the at house number 39. Petitioner accordingly claims that he had discharged the burden of having proved that he is a citizen, inasmuch as per the voter list of 1997, he is the son of Alimuddin, where name of Alimuddin also appears, and as per the voter list of 1966, Alimuddin himself is a citizen. Remand matter back to examine the voters list and pass a written order. The petitioner to produce all the complete voters list between 1966 and 1997 for examination of the tribunal. The state respondents may make their own verification on the authenticity of the voters list, as well as to whether Ibrahim Ali, the proceeded petitioner, and Ibrahim of the voters list of 1997 are one and the same person.
May please, your
So,
lordship.
who is the father?
Page number 13, my lord,
13.
66. Type copy, my lord. 14 is the vernacular.
Abdul Hai
Yeah, Abdul Hai, my
is the
lord.
father.
Father and mother, my lord,
And-
page number 15.
Manara Begum. And
Manara.
which document did show? Begum is the daughter of Abdul Hai.
Yes, my lord, it is 31, my lord, and 34, my lord.
Hmm.
Page number 31 and 34, my lord.
31 and 34.
34. 31 type copy, vernacular 32, my lord.
What is that? 34?
34 is the land document, my lord, that could not be produced, my lord, before the
Land document.
land document, my
Land
lord,
document of what?
of my lord,
Esmali
Moina,
Keras Exona, Esmali Pattar, Eri Prothom Balikuri, Nonke Gaur.
Yeah.
Horing.
yes, my lord.
This doesn't contain any name. Sri Moina.
Moina is the petitioner, my lord.
তথা অন্য ইমান ধৰণৰ নামত থকা মাটি হয়।
Others are her brothers, other brothers and sisters. She has 4 brothers, my lord. I have mentioned, one of the brother deposed before the tribunal also, my lord.
We'll take up after some time. We'll examine this
Okay.
list after 50. Let's wait for list after 2 weeks.
Public.
Yes. I will leave one.
24.
Yes. Bilaluddin
Yes,
Mojumdar,
Lordship.
who is the father?
Lordship, first of all, notice was issued to the father of the petitioner.
Sorry?
Lordship. First of all, at first, notice was issued to the father of the petitioner's lordship. After receiving of the notice, he was expired. Lordship. Thereafter, petitioner's 2 brother impleaded in the case. Bilal Ahmad and
Who
Bahadur.
impleaded?
Lordship,
Who impleaded in that case?
petitioners,
He himself impleaded.
lordship.
So you subjected yourself to the jurisdiction. Who asked you to get impleaded?
They appeared before the tribunal.
Understand.
The matter.
Once you
Tribunal-
have appeared, the tribunal had processed you. How can we now say that tribunal had done the
Thereafter,
wrong thing?
Notice issued against petitioners. Lordship. Notice also issued from the tribunal to the petitioner. Lordship.
Ah,
Petitioner. Thereafter, they appeared.
sorry.
Notice
So
was issued-
once you have appeared, now what can you do? You could have refused to appear, then we would have upheld your action that I'll not appear because no notice is there to me. No proceeding is there against me.
Notice issued from the tribunal. Lordship, thereafter.
So you appeared, now no
Appeared.
point in taking this ground in
I
a
appeared,
repetition.
Lordship.
You have already accused yourself, made yourself available for the proceeding.
They're laymen, Lordship.
Sorry,
They are laymen, Lordship. They have.
but whatever, your action is not layman. You've done it. So now who is the father?
Lordship, in page, my father is.
Page number?
Lordship, Page 18.
Page 18.
18.
Who is the father? Sirajuddin or Ambar?
And the Nasiruddin.
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 Nasiruddin is the father. This is 66. Village?
Nasiruddin.
What's the name of the village?
Village, Lordship. Gungur.
Hmm?
Purbogol.
Purbogul. That's
Purbogul.
your village. Okay. Now petitioner is
Now,
Bilaluddin. Which
Bilal-
document will
Bilal-
show Bilaluddin is the
Bilaluddin's
son of
name
the city?
is page, Lordship, 3030.
30. Nasiruddin Bilaluddin.
Bilaluddin and his second Baharul Islam also petitioner. Lordship, one of the
Village
petitioners.
Modortoli Mikir.
Yeah.
PS Doboka, Nagaon district. Other one is in Hailakandi district.
Lordship, they are shifted.
The petitioner refers to the voters list of 1970 of village Purbagul in the Hailakandi district, which contains the name of Nasiruddin Majumdar at serial 381, and also relies on the voters list of 2005 of village Bodertoli Mikir in the Nagaon district, which contains the name of Nasiruddin Majumdar and Bilaluddin, son of Nasiruddin, in the same voters list. A claim is made that Nasiruddin Majumdar had shifted from village Purbagul to village Bodertoli Mikir. Petitioner may provide any relevant material that may indicate and establish the shifting. This after 15 days.
May I please note, petitioner earlier declared as Indian lordship in this case. That is page 55,
Page 55.
earlier
So
order.
you're taking the ground of rest judicata. Page 55. Rejected. Now, any other ground?
Page 60, page 34.
Although the petitioner takes the ground of res judicata because of an earlier proceeding in FT case number 1635, 1998 in the Foreigners Tribunal Dorong, but a reading of the order dated 21/7/1999 indicates that the same is not a reason order with any decision. Full stop. Next, page number
34.
34. Asiruddin.
Yes, Lord. Thereafter, lordship kindly say. yes.
Asiruddin of village Kosumara Nongke,
Yes.
Moza Bogoribari, Kamrup district.
Now,
He is the father.
yes, Lord.
And which document will show
Lordship, now.
that
page 50,
Saiful is the daughter of Asiruddin?
my elder brother was examined as DW3 lordship. That is the document, linked documents we have.
How do you know that man is the elder brother?
Because lordship, they shifted at Apuria in the district Dorong
The
lordship.
petitioner to prove the shifting from village Kosumara Nongke to village Aburia.
Apuria, APARI.
And also that DW3
3.
is the brother of the petitioner. Just after 2 weeks. Produce this material, we'll examine. You need to say
Very